All right, let's talk about the holy grail for investors, right? That one small company kind of hiding under the radar that could just explode, especially with this whole AI revolution. Today, we're going to tear one of those stocks apart, piece by piece. We'll see what makes it tick, what the huge risks are, and of course, what the potential payoff could be.
And speaking of payoff, check this out. A 300% potential upside. Yeah, you heard that right. That's what analysts are saying could happen with the stock we're looking at today. Now, a number like that, wow, it grabs your attention for sure, but it also makes you ask a really important question.
And that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? How do you find that next big thing before it takes off? Everybody wants to be that person who got in on the ground floor. So in this explainer, we're going to use one company as a perfect case study. We'll dig into the anatomy of these kinds of opportunities. You know, the good, the bad, and the purely speculative.
So, when we're hunting for these AI gems, we're really talking about stepping into the world of speculative investing. These are companies with a great story, a path that could lead to just insane returns. But, and this is a big but, they are packed with risk. It's the classic high-risk, high-reward game.
Okay, and this is super important. We have to talk about managing your risk. With stocks like this, you have to think small. Your position size is everything. Of course, you want a piece of that 300% potential gain, but you absolutely cannot bet the farm on it. This is not rent money.
All right, so let's get to it. Meet our case study for today, a company called Data Vault. Now, what are they? Well, they're a cloud company all about data, and they're in the middle of this really fascinating, really ambitious pivot. They're trying to mix together AI, data management, and get this, even cryptocurrency.
So the core idea here, the thing that makes them unique, is something called data tokenization. It sounds complicated, but the concept is pretty cool. Imagine a company has mountains of data just sitting there. Data Vault's idea is to turn that data into unique digital tokens, kind of like crypto, that can then be bought and sold on an exchange.
So how does that actually work? It's basically a three-step process. Step 1, they help a company suck in and organize all its data. Step 2, they turn that data into those tokenized assets we just talked about. And then step 3, they let the company actually make money off it on an exchange. It's all about turning something that's just sitting there into a real source of cash.
And look, this isn't just some crazy idea on a napkin. They've got some recent developments that add some serious weight to their story. I mean, they've landed a partnership with a giant, IBM, and they just got a new investment from a firm called Skylex. These are huge signs that, hey, maybe this thing actually has legs.
But of course, this is where things get tricky. With any speculative stock like this, there are always two sides to the coin. You've got the super exciting bull case, and then you've got the very, very real bear case. We've got to look at both.
And this really lays